Daily Message, September 18th, 2022. Continuing on with Lesson 4, Prayer Life Begins with Repentance. In our series on learning to pray, that we might have a more effective prayer life, we turn our attention to the second thing that genuine repentance involves, that is, recognition. Repentance involves the recognition that when one sins, that sin is against holy God, as King David did after the fact in Psalm 51:4, "Against you, you only, I have sinned, and done what is evil in your sight," and as Joseph did before the fact, when being tempted by Potiphar's wife, whereby he responded, as written in Genesis 39:9, "How then could I do this great evil and sin against God?" That does not mean that King David did not recognize he had sinned against Bathsheba and her husband as well, but that he recognized his sin was first and foremost against holy God. God, who is a righteous judge and who has indignation every day, as David wrote in Psalm 7:11. As written in Romans 3:23, all of us have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. All of us need to recognize that our sin is first and foremost against God. Repentance begins with the confession of our guilt and the recognition that our sin is first and foremost against holy God, the righteous judge. So like Joseph, may that fact preclude us from falling into temptation. And if we should fall into temptation like King David, let us recognize our sin is against God, humble ourselves before Him, acknowledge our sin, and seek His mercy and forgiveness. After which, may we also humbly acknowledge our sin and seek the forgiveness of those persons we have sinned against. With love to all, Pastor Cheryl.